So Mr. Chaitanya here serves as the chairman, Mr. Sadat serves as the principal, and Mrs. Vindla Kamath is the chief coordinator. And as an organization, they are deeply passionate about children and education. Their motto is, believe in the child and the child will achieve. Isn't it amazing? We are excited to hear more about this. So they believe very strongly that when children are trusted and encouraged, they naturally perform beyond expectations. And of course, Chaitanya having been part of LEC for quite a while now, like 2 years, so he's applied many of the concepts and techniques that he's learned in LEC, and I think the best way to learn these concepts is to hear from them in terms of how they achieved all these wonderful successes. With that, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you. Good evening. People give their best when they feel safe, valued and trusted. I'm Vimla Kamath. I'm working as an academic coordinator at Chitrakoota Group of Institutions. As I said, people give their best. A few years ago, I got an opportunity to lead a team. Initially, I thought leading team is getting the work done the way I want. I expected people to think the way I think, work as I work. Because of this, I used to, when any mistakes happen, I used to feel people are incapable or careless. This created a lot of anxiety among my team members. That is when I attended LEC workshops and my perspective about leadership changed. I understood leadership doesn't mean that controlling. It means that creating a space where people feel safe, valued, trusted, respected. Alright, at that time, I thought I have to start, and I started with my own self. I started talking about my own mistakes loudly with my team members. I started taking their feedbacks and suggestions. This seems very small act, but it really impacted. People found a leader talking about mistakes, admitting it. They felt mistakes are not big things, it's learning steps. I recall one of the teachers had played a wrong video in the classroom. She was loud in the group saying that we have to review the videos before sharing it in the classroom. In one more example, the teacher had sent a wrong message to a parent. She admitted in front of the team, she called the parent, she clarified the doubt created. So I just want to conclude that when people feel safe, that they are not judged. If mistakes happen, leader is there to support, and it's a learning phase. They have psychological safety and they grow. Thank you so much.
Happy evening, everyone.
Happy evening.
I'm Sadat. I'm working as a principal in the same Chitrakoota Group of Institutions. So, leadership skills with respect to education field, it's an amazing thing. The moment no introduction was there, I believe you achieved. We started believing in our children, and a mediocre child also, just because a teacher is believing in that child, the child is trying to do excellent in academics as well as other things. Now, as you know that basically in a school, a teacher's role is only to teach. That's what the basic perception of any common man. But inside the school, basically teacher know what exactly they do. Apart from teaching, there are so many other responsibilities basically each teacher will handle. It can be a class teachership, it can be maintaining the bulletin board, it can be transportation in charge. There are so many responsibilities out there. Now, I being a leader, I try to take my powers and I try to assign the work. You do this one, you do that one. Basically, this is what we were doing earlier. Now, LEC helped us a lot. I was part of methods workshop what Babaji has taught. Many tools we have learned. In the owner's tool is one of my favorite tools, which we have used a lot. So, as I was using my powers, probably my teachers used to throw challenges on me. This is what you are giving, right? I will ensure this will not work for you. This is what the challenge they were throwing. They were coming out with a lot of excuses. Boss, this is what you gave, but I think there are 4 drivers are not there. What should I do now? Everywhere excuses were there. The outcome was not up to the mark. Then slowly, we started changing our approach. What is the change? So we started believing in them, and we started assigning the work. There are 4 works, boss. Whichever work is very what work you want to do, better you choose that. We started believing in them, and we gave the work to them. You choose. Are you interested in this department? You can take your responsibility. So this is where our approach has changed. After that, as they picked up whatever they want. In fact, if I have given the instructions also, they wouldn't have done that great. Just because they picked it, they put their heart and soul, and they have given the best results. That's where we felt like that intrinsic motivation matters a lot. We were trying to harness the volunteer energy. When we show that volunteerness in the work what I do, probably I give my best. But if somebody is trying to force me, somebody is trying to overpower me, basically I try to rebel. That's the human nature. When these things are working so well with teachers, we thought, why not with students also? We started involving students. Let me give you some beautiful examples. Now, when it comes to teachers, I gave you many examples. They were choosing whatever they want. In fact, we allowed which class you want to become a class teacher also. They were sitting and choosing. I was giving some criteria. I want only these criteria to be fulfilled. You select whichever class you want to become a class teacher. Beautifully, they could able to select the classes, and they're very happy with the work. Same strategy we applied with our children. Now, children, basically, as a principal, I have decided, let us give 3 homeworks for 7th standard, 4 homeworks for 8th standard. That's the rough structure. Now, every time there was some irregularity, children were there. They were not doing their homeworks. So this time what we did, we involved them also in the planning. We asked children, class teacher went into the classroom, asked children. Anyways, we were doing 3 homeworks. What is the challenge? Can we go with 4 homeworks? Can we go with 2 homeworks? What is the duration of homework you're looking at? These kind of involvement, we started involving our children into that. Just because we started involving, now they don't treat me as villain. I'm in their side. Every time principal goes the opposite to the table. That's how children will treat. Now we are involving everywhere for every decision. That voluntary energy, whatever is there, that we are trying to harness. With that, we have seen a lot of intrinsic motivation. With that, our results are extremely, extremely good. All credit goes to LEC and Balaji. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
So both of them beautifully spoke about how to be powerless as a leader, how to bestow the power which they have in them to the others and things. And from as a chairman's perspective, as an entrepreneur, I would like to throw some light. I had one unanswered question for a very, very long time, for decades. That was just this. All my people do excellent work, what I tell. But they cannot improvise it by themselves. So if I probably die, things will just remain exactly the same way for a while, and then other outside things will change and probably it will deteriorate by itself, because there is nobody taking up that initiative to change. I believed in this for a decade. LEC changed my perspective, telling it's your mindset. Your mindset is not trusting that your people can do things. It took a long time because I've been in LEC for the last 2 odd years. It didn't happen overnight, but my mindset changed to believing that my people are responsible workers. They love to contribute. They love to apply their mind. I need to first believe in it so that I give that freedom to them. It's all changed in my mind. Because of this change in mindset, a lot of stuff started to change internally. All I do right now is I trust them so much that I give the purpose. This is the purpose we want to achieve. Mind you, I'm not saying target. This is the purpose we want to achieve. This is the reason this purpose is very important for us. Please do it the way you think is appropriate. Everybody is encouraged to apply their mind. Everybody is encouraged to do it their ways. After 6-7 months, thanks to LEC, that we have reached a place. Today I cannot catch up with the improvisation they are doing. I I am every day surprised. Oh, I don't know. I am deeply relieved. I go every morning, oh, they are doing something like this. I didn't even know. Forget about taking approval. I didn't even know, not even bringing to my notice. So this is a marvelous change happened, and it happened in the mindset, probably through LEC's mindset workshop. I'll just give you two examples and leave it. For example, when we came in here, there was a dress code. I'm sure Balaji would have bombarded. Ensure that we have a collar, t-shirt, shoes, right? We had a similar problem. In PTMs, our parents used to come on with shorts or minis, right? It just looks so casual or awkward. Teachers used to feel odd. So 10 years ago, we made a rule: children will come in uniform so that we don't have this problem. Forget away. That was because I was dictating, and that's all I could think. Then we told our people, you figure out this is the problem. It looks awkward. Teachers would have come so well dressed, and somebody coming so casually doesn't go properly. I don't know what they did. Today when I go to PTMs, I will see some classes having father, mother, and child coming in orange dress. They have a theme. There are some people coming in ethnic dress, and they are so happy. Mothers, go to beauty parlor before they come to PTM. That's the enthusiasm built, because they're coming to PTM, after that they go for lunch. Because people did their work. We believed and said this is the purpose. You figure out, they figured out. I yet don't know how they figured out, but I know they have figured it out. I'll give one last example. For many years, we had this problem that students will not switch off the lights and fans. They go back home, neither teachers care. So we had an office boy at 4:30 would go to every room or check the CCTV camera, and then we changed to MCV. Every floor we used to switch off the MCV because we know they would not, and we were taking care. Post LEC, a lot of things have changed. Now people take so much of responsibility. Recently, I was surprised to see there are aquariums in the classrooms. There are plants in the classrooms, and they wonder in the long weekend, if Friday, Saturday, Sunday is off, how do we feed the fish? Right? Forget about your lights and stuff. That's involvement. And no permission, no information. As he rightly said, it's volunteer energy. People doing it themselves because we trust them, we believe, and they achieve. Thank you.